Happy Thursday. What is up? Portion of the program is brought to you by NCA, National Certified Alarms and Long-Term Contracts, license number 645. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope all is well with you on this most festive and yet rainy-ish day. It's cloudy out there, boys.
Yes, sir.
Be careful.
Cloudy and foggy, too.
Yeah. And you know what? I still came in shorts because that's who I am. That's what I do.
That's the thing, man. At least it is not freezing.
No. That's the man. I went outside this morning. I mean, it looks cold, but then you're like, I look at my phone. I was like, oh, it's 57 degrees compared to earlier. I was like, this is all good, all good.
Wife and I got our walk in this morning because it wasn't windy and 15.
Yeah,
degrees.
I hate the wind. I hate the wind. You know who you are, wind.
It's Mother Nature's wind.
Oh yeah. So what's happening, man? What's going on, Bell? How you doing?
Brother Bellel.
I'm all right. What's going on?
Nothing. You okay, man?
Just woke me up from a nap. That's all.
That's okay. That's okay. It's all good, man. I already saw that Hillary got a little pissed off.
Yeah, apparently Lauren Boebert did something you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to film or take pictures in these closed private depositions.
Yeah, I think they're filming it enough. You don't need everybody snapping photos in there. What is that about? Don't do that.
I find it really hard to have any sympathy for Hillary.
No, I don't have. You know what? It's sympathy, not sympathy for Hillary. It's just understanding the process.
Yeah.
No. I agree, but she's the one who got all janky about it. And it's like, lady, how many people have you had killed? Shut up.
Brother Bellel with the fire.
How many do you think?
I think it goes into double digits at least.
At least they knew, right? I was, speaking of that, the Epstein files, one of the files in there, one of the emails, there is he emails an oligarch who used to be part of their FBS, which is like their super secret service, CIA kind of thing. And now the guy's an oligarch. And Epstein says that there is a woman who's in New York who's Russian, and she's blackmailing one of his friends. And I need advice on how we should handle this. And the guy writes back and goes, essentially, we'll handle it.
Just make sure you use the biggest caliber possible.
Yeah. And you're like, we'll handle it. And they did. Just insane. Insane. She's got to be pleading the fifth on everything, right?
I don't know. Apparently she started out by eviscerating Republicans for dragging her in front of them, and apparently didn't say anything about any encounters she says that she does not remember ever having with Epstein, and apparently didn't say anything about Bill either.
No, because he's tomorrow.
Yeah, he's tomorrow.
And so eviscerating, I could see eviscerating the Republicans. Let's be real. The only reason she's there is because it makes them look bad. But it also opens up, when Trump's gone, you don't think the Democrats are going to do this?
It's just tit for tat.
It's tit for tat.
Did any of her testimony start with, what difference does it make at this point?
Yeah. Nothing burger. Did she bring out the reset button? That was hilarious. Oh, man.
I'm going to try pushing this again.
Yeah, no doubt. This is not working the way I thought it was going to work. You guys are all supposed to explode. So this is going to be, look, she's pissed. I don't think Bill really, because he's Bill. He's much more casual in these things. Hey, what's going on, guys? You know he's going to charm. Everybody's going to walk out and goes, he was really nice. But she's far more confrontational than her. And than him. So I think that this is, I wonder how many times, like last week with what's his name? Wexler, when his attorney says, if you say anything again, I'm going to effing kill you. Because he just wouldn't shut up.
Was that caught on a hot mic?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he'd answer questions. And he's just like, don't say anything. Just say, I use my right to plead the fifth. That's what I use my right. I don't want to self-incriminate myself. I don't want to incriminate myself. So But, I know, again, somebody said, Jason, if she wasn't such a naughty word, I would have sympathy for her. It's not about having sympathy for her. It's just about understanding the process, right? You have to respect a certain process. Some things you don't do. And it ends up blowing up because she makes that big noise about Republicans, and what happens? A Republican takes a picture and sends it out. Not because that changes any of the narrative, just because it embarrassed her. So, which, again, for her, I don't care. But the process itself.
Yeah, I mean, if we're wanting to get to the bottom of something like this, then we don't. I would think this would be very counterproductive.
Yeah, because it already looks like the thing that she accused everybody of it being a show, like you brought her in to have a show trial kind of thing. Now it's that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think there's some serious questions, and I think right now the FBI has some serious issues in the Department of Justice about the stuff that disappeared and the accusations in there or whatever was in there that led back to Trump in the 80s that had been out there for a while, and people are asking questions about it because they felt they should talk to this girl 4 times. And so what that does, every time something like that happens, you build up another situation where somebody goes, you're protecting somebody, and it's always about the cover-up. Martha Stewart didn't go to jail because she incited trade. She went to jail because she tried to cover it up. And that cover-up, baby.
Always the cover-up.
Always the cover-up.
Yeah, Nixon was not meant to be a role model, Martha.
No, Nixon was not. Nixon. But what? Well, why was he popped? Wasn't because of what happened. Because he tried to cover everything up. That's what happens. And somebody is going to come clean, and they're going to say, they'll get to somebody and say, we're going to give you full immunity. Like the fullest immunity ever. Like the kind of immunity that you see in the movies where, that person's doing something that you would like, what? And they get that full. Like Sammy the Bull. How many people did Sammy the Bull Gravano kill? But he flipped. He got that full immunity.
He didn't do any time, did he?
Very little. I think while he waited, while he was in custody during the trials, I think he got very little time for the amount of people, that.
See, Hillary, all you got to do is flip, and nobody's going to charge you with all those
Watch Bill
murders.
goes in and flips tomorrow. It's all Hillary's fault.
Just get her away from me.
She's best friend. I'll tell you that right now. She's absolutely. Hey, Lauren, if you want to take a picture of me, you can come right on over here and do it, darling.
You just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, how about that? You want to see what an Arkansas Razorback looks like?
Whoa, pig suey.
Pig suey indeed, baby.
Whoa, pig, yes, sir.
I see that we got the Cubans attacked us. My first thought was, I wonder if we were taking drugs into their country. Marco.
Where'd they attack us?
There was a boat. They shot it. They killed 4 and took 6 into custody or something.
Yeah, it was apparently a speedboat registered to American citizens, and Cuba claims it was trying to infiltrate.
They said that they had grenades and they were making up assault rifles and
probably full of cocaine too.
Well, yeah, because we were taking it to Cuba because I just said maybe we were taking drugs there. And I love the outrage. Like Marco's like, I can't believe this happened. But they've got the water version of coyotes who go there. It's big business to take people off the island. And if you got enough money,
they'll do it. Rather
than floating across in inside of a refrigerator that you took the doors off of.
Using a broom as a paddle.
Yeah, have you seen some of those guys? You're like, damn. I mean, none of us listening have ever wanted to do something that bad.
No.
Never. But Sammy only killed the bad guys. Well, yeah, that's all. I always wondered that, too. How hard do you really look if you do the guy that was killed 10 other people? It's like, we better get out there. So, you got to get out there because, but the Cuba thing is interesting, kind of like the Iran thing, where, I saw him out there. Every time they talk about Iran, it's they got missiles. Well, they had missiles before. Well, they're nuclear. Yeah. Well, they killed the other people that were protesting. Is any of this working for anybody?
What happened to, we've set their nuclear program back decades.
They're dog decades.
Dog decades.
Dog
okay.
decades. Dog decades. And their missiles, yeah, they've got some, but like, we'll play it a little bit later. Marco's whole, like, they're a threat. They're not a threat to America. They're not a threat to America. At no point. They're a threat to Israel, maybe, because Israel's a threat to them. But I don't know why I got to go get in a war with them, right? Is that the way we got to look at it? Why do we all have to go and go, yeah, America, let's get into another long, drawn-out process, potentially, over something we don't need to be involved in?
Dude, calm down. These bombs have expiration dates on them. You drop them or you have to throw them away.
Oh, don't give the industrial military complex an idea, because you know that's screaming right there.
It is.
Wait, what do you mean? We could put they'll buy the expiration date thing, and that means the Americans will just have to go, we'll have to buy them all day.
This bomb is like milk.
Oh, like, yeah. What happened to the great value canned cottage cheese? What's that all about?
Ooh, it's a good thing I don't buy cottage cheese, because I buy great value.
What the hell is it with Walmart, man? It's like every other week now he's got a story about a recall they're doing.
Yeah, what was it yesterday? Big recall
Was
yesterday.
it the blueberries?
No, it wasn't blueberry. What was it yesterday? Good grief,
know.
there's too much news.
Something with glass in it?
Yeah. That was Trader Joe's chicken fried rice.
And glass.
And with people were opening up packages and there's glass in the package.
So
Then Brother Bilal, he told me, he said, Walmart better not have something wrong with her mayonnaise.
No, they don't. Because no, they don't.
Yet.
Like great value, you mean? Or
Yeah, great value.
Yeah,
mayonnaise,
they don't have
or
anything
just
wrong.
any mayonnaise.
Yeah, no,
mayonnaise is fine. Apparently,
mayonnaise
it's
is
the
good.
cottage cheese. It was not properly pasteurized.
Cottage cheese is a weird thing. Isn't that the reason we have cottage cheese? Because it wasn't properly pasteurized?
I think that's what it is, isn't it?
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah, we didn't want to stop at yogurt, so we let it go to cottage cheese.
Sure, it's got a little fur on it. You'll be fine.
I remember my mom she'd slice up a tomato, and then she'd put a big old dollop of cottage cheese and pepper on top of it. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was really good until I tried it. It looked really good, then I tried it.
You know what's weird? I will eat cottage cheese. I don't know why. I'll eat cottage cheese.
I'll do it too.
But you know what I don't? I don't do cottage cheese and peaches. I like cottage cheese and I put salt and pepper and stuff like that on it, and I'll have a bite or two, and that's it. I've already still have my shame with my what's it called? With my peanut butter.
Have you finished that big old jar yet?
It's getting there, man. And that thing's big. It's huge, and I even today I took a bite out of it. I looked down in there, and I'm like, oh my God, I am disgusting. What is wrong with me?
Well, Ken and I both say that every time you text us a picture of your
my shame.
Yeah, of your peanut butter with a spoon on top of it.
Yeah, my shame. It is too. It's a shame. Shame. I probably today had at least 5 good spoonfuls.
And the first thing he pulls out of his bag when he gets here is a package of Reese cups.
Yeah, but I gave him one. I give. Oh, you know what I had for lunch?
You're getting me hooked on that, man.
You know what I had for lunch?
What?
Tell him, Bill.
I forgot.
Chef
butter.
Boyardee.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I love
Chef
it.
Boyardee.
That stuff's
Yes.
good, though.
It is good. I don't know who
the
ravioli?
carbs, but it's good.
no, they didn't have ravioli. I had to get spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, yeah.
I've always wished they would sell the sauce separately so I could put it on other things.
Yeah, it's good. That stuff is good. I had Chef Boyardee. I am living the dream, guys. Living the dream. Speaking of living the dream, we'll talk a little bit more Iran, what's going on, a bunch of other stuff. I want to get into DCS. It is a nightmare that is going to get worse. And my wife and I were actually talking about this the other night on the ride home after we were out at the event. We've also got looks maxing. If you guys don't know what looks maxing is, it is crazy. And it is now like a $5 billion industry and growing. And what these guys are willing to do to look beautiful like us is incredible. It's incredible. So we'll talk a bit about that. Bunch of other good stuff on the way. Happy Thursday, Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. She's all. That's what she sounds like. Do you think when they asked her a question, she went,
She just hissed at him like a cobra.
She stood up and she went, shing, and out came all these things and a tail dropped and she's all,
I wish that the audience could hear and that I could tell them what Ken says to me during the commercial breaks. Because it's not only it would be damaging to his reputation as a newscaster, but it is funny as hell.
That's why we need a podcast, boys.
One of these days, I'm going to leave the mic up, and it'll be exposed.
That's okay. That's okay, my man. Oh, God. Speaking of that, I have did you see the professor in New York City? They were doing one of those. She goes to, I think she teaches at Hunter University, which already, CUNY, CUNY, which is like a big deal. They were talking about race, and she's white. And I think they're high school kids who are like talking about their high school experience. And you could hear her say to somebody, these kids are too stupid to know that their schools suck. And she said, and it was all, now they want her fired, of course. And she's white. And you're just like that hot mic. And in the middle of it, the guy's all, Jennifer, turn the mic off. It's unacceptable.
This is unacceptable.
Yes. So, so it is. I would love to be a fly in that room because you know what? Here's the thing: Hillary's one of those. Everybody, you can dislike her all you want, but she's not stupid.
No,
and she, as we know, a little vindictive.
Yeah, she's pretty tough.
Oh God, yeah, hell yeah. I bet she's not, she already started out just like, where's Trump? Where's Lutnick? Where's all these guys? And I'm like, hell yeah. Here, let's just go over this really quick. So I don't know if you guys heard this. The guy that runs the Davos company, today, gone.
Yeah, it's happening every day.
The former prime minister of Norway tried to commit suicide 2 days ago because of this. I think the king is all over there. The Norwegian king, there's like 1,000 mentions of him. You've got Mendelsohn, you've got Andrew, and they're doing a huge investigation because a guy that was close to Epstein, who oddly enough was murdered in prison or committed suicide in 2022, who ran a modeling agency in France, they've reopened it because they suspect a bunch of human trafficking. And what are we doing? Exactly. We're redacting
Why
things.
are we focusing on this?
We're beating affordability. Was it with Epstein? And I'm telling you guys, the more that there's the perception of this, when you start to block this, to take things away, when you see the rest of the world going, we got to get to the bottom of this, the more that happens. And imagine if during their investigations, they find out things. That's the last thing Trump wants. And what ends up happening? Well, first of all, this entire administration is done at that point because now we really knew why you hid everything. And because of the way you've gone about doing this, instead of controlling it, you made it with the Streisand effect. Now everybody's paying attention now they're doing all their own due diligence. And what's going to end up happening if Trump, Norway says, or Denmark, they got some on Denmark, and they say, we're going to go take Greenland. And he goes, hey, here's an email. What do you think of that? Oh, yeah. We should have handled this in a much better way. And now we got Hillary going, trying to light fires. I feel like she's
growing 2 extra heads.
Yo.
She becomes a hydra.
Oh, yeah, 3 heads. And there's Bill's like, she never does that one in the bedroom. I'll tell you. That's why I like 20-year-olds. I don't like younger lads. I like them girls. I like them a little chunkier, too. Oh, Bill. Coming up, we talk a little bit about DCS. Looks maxing. You guys got to hear this insanity. If you've got young men at home, and by young men, I'm not just talking about 13, 14-year-olds. I'm talking even about in your 20s. You got to listen to this craziness that's going on. We'll talk about that, among other things. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. This portion of the program is brought to you by NCA National Certified Alarms. No long-term contracts. License number 645. I see all the people out there. Hillary Clinton's testifying. Congressional Epstein. They're all out there waiting. Was it Chappaqua, New York? That's where it's at?
I don't know.
Hillary, you got to go to her cave.
Yeah, they're not going to go to Washington.
Hell no. No. So you got to.
She's not very popular there.
No, she's not. So they're up there, and I don't know how much they have on the Hill. I don't, because there's never been a lot of talk about. Because the thing is, it's really interesting. If you guys don't know this, Bill and Hill aren't the closest. So it's not like Bill hung out with Hillary all the time. It kind of became a business arrangement. So I just remember, it was the CIA guy, John Curacao, when he was with Bill and he was delivering a speech and he said like Egypt or Cyprus or somewhere. And he goes, they've been together all day and the speech was great, right? And then Hillary and what's her name? Chelsea were getting off the elevator and she just like freaks out and yells at Bill and just tears him a new one after he was trying to tell her how great everything went. And John he looks at John and goes, she's just the worst or something like that. Yeah. You didn't come to the beach. So this will be interesting. And she's just waiting. Who's the highest bidder that wants to give her that first big interview, to go out there and talk a bit about what she's talking about, especially with the pictures. Oh, Lordy. DCS, you guys were talking about it yesterday, and you and I were talking about it this morning. It's a mess, man.
It's an embarrassment, and this has gone on long before you got here.
Yeah. And, Cameron's been, we've had chats about this. Because my wife, when we're getting ready, we're looking for a house, and she goes, I think I'd like to foster. And I'm like, no, it's a hot mess.
And for those that don't know, Cameron is a regular
Cammy
foster.
comes here Wednesday with he fills in for us, and he also, is always here Wednesday with Big Matt.
And he's a foster.
He is a foster parent. And the stories he's told me about, what a nightmare it is. But this is welcome to anywhere in the country, whether it's CPS, DCS, anything to do with social services and kids is a nightmare. From either going in, like you were saying, Ken, man, a kid falls and sprains his ankle. Next thing you know, the entire unit's in there ready to take your kid.
Yeah. Fox 17 is that doing some investigative pieces, and there is apparently a family in Murfreesboro that is suing because that is what they claim happened to them. Their baby girl, apparently they took her to an emergency room at Vanderbilt, and apparently she had a some sort of fracture in the baby's leg. And they ended up losing custody of their child for over 100 days.
That's insane.
It went on for a long time, and this couple is just beside themselves. The mother claims, I would never do anything to harm our children. And they're claiming that, it was just, nobody took it seriously other than the thought that maybe some abuse happened, and then the state just ran with that.
And that's all, because here's, this. So if you work if you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a teacher, you have to report. You're a reporter. If something you think is going on, you have to report it. Well, you probably over-report because you're worried you might get in trouble. And then they come in and, like you say, they run with it. And so my sister, she's Cracky McCrackerson. I love you, Amber, but you're a hot mess. When she had my eldest little sister now, my sister, she lost all the kids. My mother's adopted them all. So I got like 55 brothers and sisters all the way down to 14. So the oldest one, Bree, when she was little, one day she comes in and we're getting ready to go camping and she's got these bruises. Looks like somebody's been grabbing her. And so we take her to the hospital and within 30 minutes, the cops are in there and they've got my brother-in-law, my sister in another room. They're just, and it's the cops now. It's like not even CPS. And CPS marched in there with the cops because this girl had bruises all over. And they were like getting ready to read everybody the riot act, the whole 9 yards. My grandma and I are like, oh my God. And the doctors come running down and they say, no, there's nothing. They didn't do anything. She's got ITP, maybe has leukemia. And ITP is your blood, your platelets go away. And anytime you even get touched, you just turn black and blue. But how fast it happened, honest to God, it's like they're there in the hospital. But here's the thing, guys. DCS, it's a mess. So we were driving home the other night. My wife goes, I think we'd like to get a bigger place. I think I'd like to foster. So I'm not going to do it. And I said, it's not because I don't want to, because I would love to. The problem is I don't want to get involved with DCS the way they are. I said, I feel like you're going to get into an absolute mess trying to get cleared. Then when you do, you got to do this. Then I feel like they have no idea what's going on. We were joking earlier. It's like NES took them over. No idea. And the kids, these poor kids, especially kids that are older, that are a few years out or months out of aging out of a system where they've been in and out of several homes, sleeping on, where were they sleeping earlier this year? Inside of the offices?
Yeah, in some offices.
And now you're talking about a jail?
And now believe there is legislation that is being considered that would, that would house hard to place kids in jail-like facilities. Which is,
we are, and in this, it's a perfect example. And I guess Matt asked the question. What he asked to, was it the Senate leader?
Yeah, he asked State Senate Majority Leader Jack Johnson, Matt was basically just telling him, I want you to know, Senator Johnson, that I feel, and this is Matt, that I feel that DCS, funding for DCS or the DCS issue should take precedence before any expansion of the school voucher program.
100%. Oh, and maybe any time that we're going to go in there and talk about whether or not we could arrest a woman for an abortion, because as I like to say, you guys, sure, everybody seems to be super pro-life when it's in there, but the minute it gets out, you're on your own, is the way some people feel. They feel desperate and they have nothing. Let's not even forget the fact, too, that we're trying to get, Judea and Samaria instead of West Bank. How can we not actually focus on something? These are kids whose lives are a hot freaking mess through no fault of their own.
Yeah, but they can't vote, so they take back seat.
It's just, it's sickening. It is absolutely sickening. The stories that you hear, and then to know that they're sleeping inside of offices. They're sleeping, and I'm sure plenty of you out here either are foster parents or would like to be or have been, and you're like, I don't think I want to get involved in this anymore because the system is so broken. It is. So my mom, I tell you guys, she adopted my brothers, my nieces and nephews. They're all my brothers and sisters. Before that, her dream was to be a foster parent, right? So, because I was gone, my sister, I don't know what she was wandering around doing whatever. And so I was in Europe. I came home, and we had to go through all this stuff to be a foster parent, like all this stuff. Interview after interview, all this stuff, guys. It was insane. And because my mother and I, we test positive for tuberculosis, even though it's dormant, we don't have it. We have to go do all this like lung stuff. We have to do all this stuff. So finally she gets approved after months. And they say, we try to like to pair people up. We don't want to send a little black kid into a white home and vice versa kind of thing. First person she gets is a little black kid, sweetest kid in the world. Kid had no chance in the world. I felt so devastated for him. They said, you will never have to worry about the parents coming over, any of that stuff. They drop him off at the house by about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. My mom was so excited. By 7 o'clock at night, bunch of gangbangers in our front yard because they got our address.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he a member of the gang or were they after him?
That was their kid.
Oh.
Yeah. How they got, that was my mother after that entire, because it happened for days. After that, we had the key, they came and took him away. And my mom's like, they said, we got another. My mom's like, I'm never going to do this again. And then my sister, she turned her vagina into a clown car. And then my mom got all the kids she wanted. Because my sister, but see, here's the thing. We wouldn't have gotten the kids if we didn't go through all the foster stuff. Because we already had, my mom was able to foster them right away. But I tell you what, across the country, these things are a mess. And these kids are coming out, like you said, what are they going to do, Ken? You're 18, right? You've been in and out of homes your whole life. You've been in and out of your parents, your grandmama, all this stuff. I mean, what was the line from Chris Rock? If you call your grandmama mom and your mama Pam, you don't need college money. You're going to need bail money, right? And the sad thing is these kids come out, they're angry and pissed at the world, and then they're just tossed out at 18. Good luck to you. It should break our hearts.
Treat people the way they were treated.
Yes.
That's basically what human beings do.
Well, Chris joking with me earlier about Hillary going, hurt people. Yeah. They don't know any different. And they're angry. And now they're alone. So they've had no stability, probably no love, and now they're alone. But along the way, they've been sleeping in offices. Now they may get some sort of caught inside of an old prison. That's not a summer camp. It's awful. It is. And what do we have? We have a failed system. And we've got people, at the state capitol who are more worried about whether we call, Judea and Samaria instead of West Bank or any of this stuff. It's ridiculous. It is. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. We have to do a better job. And will we? No, you want to know why? Bureaucracy. As you say, Bell, nothing that can't be solved with what?
A little more government.
A little bit more government. Because when something's broken, you know what? When your plane's going down because the wing fell off, you know what you need to do? Make sure the other wing falls off too.
Yeah.
Let's be consistent.
Hey, you got some fire over there? Here's a little bit more fire in your house. How about that?
There's some gasoline.
There you go. Fantastic. Good God, man. God, man. All right, coming up. So you guys, Ken.
Yes, sir.
You know the UFL? The NFL's off-season thing?
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard the new rules?
No.
Dude, the new rules are awesome, and the NFL is thinking about adopting several of them.
All right.
We could see a few of these in next year, and there's a couple of them. They're like, that is awesome. So we'll talk a bit about that, among other things, just to brighten it up a little bit. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Ken, did you hear that commercial? It's already one of those commercials. Like if you or your child's been harmed by social media.
Yeah.
Already,
man.
We joked about they stole our stuff. Stop talking about Mandels. By the way, I've got a company already.
Oh, yeah?
For the Mandels. I do.
All right.
So get ready for them, for the Mandels. And we're going to put them up, I think, in the next week or so. I'm going to have some sent to us here.
We need to make sure that we have quality control. What if we put out a bunch of Mandels, yet we forget the wick?
Oh, that's not good. That's why they're so cheap.
Plus, are we going to have approval of what the picture is under the picture over the quotation?
Yeah. We have control over all of it.
Because when we do the crotch, sweat, and guilt, I mean, there's going to
be a crotch there.
Need a perfect picture.
Yeah, it's going to be somebody itching their crotch in hot sun. Chad, Ken, you and I love football.
Football.
So the UFL, which is the little spring league, and they've got they're the ones who gave us the new kickoff, right? So the NFL watches them and says, all right, what are you guys doing? And they say, hey, will you guys try this?
Is this the team or the league that's co-owned by Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah, I think it's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe that is.
So get ready for this. So the rules it looks like they're going to have this year. If you cross the 50-yard line, you can't punt.
Interesting.
Okay? So you can't punt. If you're on the other side, you can't punt.
So you just got to go for it.
You got to go for it. Now it gets totally crazy. Score a touchdown, you can go for 1, you can go for 2, and now you'll be able to go for 3 from the 8-yard line.
Interesting.
Kicking it or running it?
It's up to you.
Yeah,
so you kick it for
or...
1, you could go for, you can do, throw it or run it in for 2 or 3.
And 3 is
from the
run,
8-yard line. So
you
go
or a kick?
Huh?
and 3 points is from.
No, it's not a kick. It's you have to run it.
You have to run it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now they did this, I remember, in NFL Europe a long time ago. 60 yards, 60-yard field goal, 4 points.
Yeah.
Now, to show you the weapon, did you see yesterday, Brandon Aubrey, that guy that plays for Dallas, who just hammers the ball? He got offered the biggest contract they offered him a massive, was it a 10-year, $75 million deal? And they turned it down because they think this is coming. And they realize at that point in time, he may be the third most important player on your team. In fact, I saw a couple of people debating the other day that a kicker like that, it's easier to find a wide receiver that's a superstar than it is to find a kicker to kick a ball 60-plus yards who may get you 12 points just from the other side of the field.
Dude, that Tennessee-Oklahoma game,
yeah.
I was watching Oklahoma's kicker in the warm-ups before the game. He was hitting 60-yarders. And in the game, he hit 4 50-yard field goals.
Insane.
Which basically won the game.
In his shorts.
Yeah.
After taking steroids.
Yeah, in his shorts.
He's a little fella.
He's a little fella.
He's not a very muscular type dude, man, but he can kick.
He's wiry, lad. Wiry. Coming up, hour number 2 of the program on this Thankful Thursday. If you guys haven't seen Ken's thankfulness and his prayer, you should go check it out. Where's it on your TikTok and your Insta?
I got it on my TikTok, my Facebook, my Insta, my Threads. I got it on Blue Sky. I've got it on Twitter.
MySpace?
No, I don't have it
Friendster?
on MySpace. Don't have it on Friendster. I need to put it on my Farmtown.
Yeah? Oh, that'd be great. Farmtown. What you farming? None of your business? We're going to talk a little bit about who knows what. Probably Hillary freaking out today, going in the middle of the deposition, among other things. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.